once again. So part of my journaling is trying to figure out now what I want in life. This is a big question, and I thought about it from lots of different angles, and wanted to share what I thought about for myself, maybe help you with your own thoughts about this stuff, how to process things. Kind of want to explain why I did this. So with like sort of trying to constantly look for the brights in my life and try to focus on those and make sure that I'm doing right by myself and others, and trying to just be happy more often than not happy. No one's going to be happy all the time, but finding good balance in my life with the things that I spend my time and energy on and emotions. I think that's really crucial for me. So, yeah. So what do people normally want in life? Like kids, career, house, travel, stuff like that. Yeah. I am not career focused at all. I do good at my job. People like me and stuff, but I know that can, in any moment, I could lose it, kind of thing, and it is what it is. I'm just like a quiet earner kind of thing. I'm quite frugal in a lot of parts of my life. I save a lot. I think I'll be okay if I lost my job, but at the same time, not wishing for that, and not really wanting to climb any sort of corporate ladder. I don't really give a fuck about that. So it's gonna be on that front. It doesn't really. It's just a means to live, and I know it represents like 8 hours or more of my day, most days. So it's a good thing to have in your mind, but not necessarily what I want in life, right? Kids, well, I'm not a fan of kids. The only kids I like are like relatives, I guess, like my niece. That's about the only kid I really like. But yeah, I don't know. I know I was a kid, but I wouldn't have liked myself as a kid either, so fuck me. Yeah. And how about house? Well, I have long ago, I guess, accepted the fact that I'll never own a house. I don't really care to own a house. It's nice to have the security, I guess, in some ways. In other ways, not. I don't know. It's a big thing, and I don't believe there's a right or wrong answer for anyone with that. Like, it's what you want, go for it, for sure. It's just not something I rate really highly for myself, and I'm happy with renting, even if it's a little bit more precarious. Yeah, there's pros and cons. Travel. So, yeah, I only ever really want to travel in like a couple aspects. One is when I'm seeing family or friends. That's a huge one for me. That's like most of the travel I'll ever do, because I'm a homebody. I stay home. It's me at home, really comfortable. Cool, sweet, good. But I love to visit friends in other countries. That's literally how I've got to know some of the people I've met on Discord, and some people I've just met in games and stuff. So it's sick. I really like it. That's my favorite things, visiting people. But I don't get to do it very often. But otherwise, yeah, I'm not like a tourist. Or I don't think I make a good tourist, what I should say. So traveling's not really high up on the list for me. It's more of a do it when the time is right kind of thing. I don't want it. I don't live for it. So what do I want? I'm a huge fan of love and connection. If that is not obvious about me. So, yeah, my partner ticks like most of the boxes for that in my life. I got friends as well, and I like to be involved in like communities, although I'm kind of lacking in that space at the moment, but it comes and goes, right? Everything is moments, and you'll get to be in a moment with some people at some time, and it'll be good. So, yeah, looking forward to the next one of those moments that comes along with the community. That'd be sweet. Yeah, also I guess building communities, I've done a lot of that. So there are some downsides to that though as well, but we can look at that later. The travel thing I've mentioned, my side of it. Also, I'd like to go to Sweden one day because I am learning Svenska. I'm learning Swedish, so yeah, very slowly at my own pace, you know. I was prompted to do that because of a friend I knew. Originally, I was learning Norwegian, Norska, because of a friend as well. So, and I lost both those friends because I'm really good at that. Strength. Yeah, but I switched to Swedish and then I lost that friend, but that's okay because I'm still learning Swedish and so is Alex. So, okay. So what about well, kids I've kind of got covered in some ways anyway. I don't like kids, but I got kittens, so they're gonna be cats. So I get to watch them grow up. It's pretty cool. But yeah, like love and connection is the biggest thing for me, and I'd say it comes with my interests, right? So, gaming, walking, nature, in Swedish. I guess those are my things. That's not too bad, right? None of those are very like refined. So I may be autistic and a bunch of other things. But I don't have like a special interest. I always wish that I would, but I don't. So that's what it is. Maybe I'll find something one day, or maybe I'm just like go with the flow so much that that's just how I am. But I want to make sure I'm like utilizing my time right. So yeah, we'll see what I get into that can really expand upon those tenets, I guess, that I've realized I want in life: the love and connection. One thing I think I'll just say is because I always like to look at things and like try to take the positive and go pick that up and take that with me, put it in my backpack and go kind of thing, is actually the way that I've started to look at my life in terms of wants and needs and stuff. You think of like someone who's like a millionaire or has climbed Mount Everest or they've run their race and they've won it and they got the medal, right? They do everything they set out to do. And then afterwards they're kind of like, what do I do with my time now? Do I become a coach or something? Like, would I write a book? I don't know. Like, what do I do? Like, I've achieved everything I want to achieve. Even though I'm like a basic bitch, I actually think that I've achieved everything I want to achieve. Maybe because I'm a basic bitch. I've got my partner and I got some friends. I have a stable like work and home life, as much as possible, and it's kind of all I ever really wanted. So I don't know. I feel a little bit like the millionaire who's just like, I don't know what to do with my stuff. And it's funny because I don't think that way until I really analyze it and go, oh shit, yeah, that's actually kind of me. Like, you look at it from the negative and you're like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing in my life. Like, that's also me, and a lot of times. But if I just, look at it from a different angle, turn around, which I'm really good at these days, I think it helps my brain. And like, oh, okay, yeah, I am this person who has got what they want. I just feel a little bit empty at times because I'm like, how do I fill my cup now? So, yeah, that's where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking about. And that's the stuff that I'm doing like, to try and make sure that I'm doing the things to make me happy, make others happy, kind of thing. You can't help other people if you can't help yourself. So, yeah. Lots of love to everyone who watches these things and stuff. I don't know, Ellie, you're out there, you're always commenting now, and I really appreciate it. And yeah.